My name is Jenessa, and I am 25. I first realized I was gay probably around 5 years old. Whenever you start realizing there's other people out there. The first person that I told was my best friend from high school. I was about 20 years old then. He was cool with it. He was very cool with after I told him. He really didn't care. The people that helped me when times were bad would have to be my friends and my girlfriend and my brother. Oh, I have two brothers. I have an older one, really old-fashioned guy, and he doesn't like me now because I'm gay. And I haven't talked to him in 2 years. And then I have a brother that's like 3 years older than me. He's gay, so he's cool with it, obviously. I didn't really come out, like how I came out to my brother, my gay one, I didn't really come out to him. He came out to me first. But at the time I hadn't been out to my parents yet, so I thought it was some kind of plot against me that my parents told my brother to like trick me into saying that I was gay because they suspected me of being gay. So I told my brother I wasn't gay, and eventually I figured out it wasn't this whole plot against me to trick me. And I just like eventually admitted it to him. Experiences from high school were basically my mom dictated everything, how I looked, how I dressed. I would have guys chase after me, which was very flattering, but at the same time, crap, how do I get rid of this guy? Because I'm not interested, but at the time I wasn't just gonna, I came from a small town, so gay really wasn't common at all, so high school was very interesting with guys coming on to me, and I wasn't interested at all. I really didn't tell my parents that I was gay, more like they forced me to tell them. Pretty much they attacked me on the whole subject, and I eventually gave in and just said that I was gay. Pretty much I tried to hide from my parents that I was gay by being fitting into what they wanted me to be and look how they wanted me to look and do what they wanted me to do. And eventually, because my brother's gay, so he was home at the time at my parents' house, and he had gotten a message from, I don't know, his boyfriend or something. My mom saw it. And so after that whole thing, my parents ended up coming to my apartment. It was late at night. I had just gotten home from my girlfriend's, and they pretty much just popped out of nowhere and said that they wanted to talk to me. And they basically went through everything. Obviously, they found stuff from my girlfriend, so obviously it was obvious that I was gay. And basically they said I had to follow all these rules and everything, and I said I was going to go by them. And just because I was just completely scared out of my mind, and the fact that they were in my apartment and they said they were going to take me home with them if I didn't follow the rules. And so that night they spent the night, and I had to work early in the morning, so basically when I got to work, I called my brother, told him what had happened, didn't know what to do. After that, my brother gave me a new phone because I found out that my parents were tracking my phone. After work, I went home, and my parents gave me a list of rules I had to follow, and said that they would be checking up on me and making sure if I'm not following these rules that they would take me home with them to get me fixed. And of course, at the time I was in college, so I didn't want to give up, my girlfriend. I didn't want to give up my work. I didn't want to give up my schooling because I was almost done. So I said that I would accept the rules and not be gay anymore. And then a couple days later, I was at work, and no, I have to back up. a couple of days later, I called my dad and said, "This is the way it is. I'm gay." He said, "That's okay. We'll talk about it later." I said, like, "Okay." That night, I was working, and my mom came into work and threatened me. Said they're going to take my car. They're going to take away everything from me if I didn't come with them. Basically, I told them I was going to, go get my keys, whatever, for the car, which is out in the basement. And I pretty much had to get the cops involved and the mall police involved while I went out to the car because I was afraid that they were going to take me away with them. And basically, my mom said I wasn't her daughter anymore. Sorry, it's still kind of hard. And basically, I tried to get everything out of my car at that time. So I didn't know I was going to do this. It's been like 2 years now, but basically I was grabbing everything I possibly could out of my car because my brother had gotten together like a bunch of his friends to move me out of my apartment because my parents were on that lease, and so they had a key, they could get in to my apartment. So basically we packed everything up that night, and I had like my main stuff in my car, so I just had to get that stuff out because I just knew everything was going to be gone. So basically my mom was like ripping everything out of my car, like grabbing onto me, and the police officer was keeping my dad back, and I basically just threw everything into the police car, and my parents left with my car, and so that's basically how I told them I was gay. My relationship with my parents now is still pretty bad. My parents keep trying to Bible thump me with the religion, so basically we really don't talk very often. So it's still pretty rocky. I just knew it wasn't something that could be fixed just because it was the way I felt since I was a little girl. So obviously it wasn't something I saw on TV or somebody influenced me in a certain way because it was, right when I was such a young age. It was just kind of duh for me. My plans for the future are to move to Chicago and be extremely rich and happy. Those are my plans at the moment.